I think this is the first time we have spoken, and I know for a fact that Raj is going to be really jealous because I get to do all the great interviews. But welcome to the Raj and Pablo show.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Now let's talk about this new exciting movie you've got coming up. Firstly, I mean, it's got a huge cast in it.
Yes.
There's yourself, and you play Tia, if we're not wrong, right? So tell us a bit about your character before we talk a bit about the plot.
Honestly, Tia is really similar to how I am as a person. Whenever in these interviews I found out, whenever people have asked Shakun why he kind of decided to cast me in the film, I think he kind of realized also that I was really similar to how Tia is. She has this kind of innocence to her, but then she also has a mysterious side. She is fiercely loyal, loving, but then she also has traits like she's a bit dependent on Zayn in her relationship. She's insecure, and I have these qualities also. So I think for me, it was just, Shakun keeps saying that he had to direct me less and just let me be myself on camera. So we're actually really similar in that way.
And I mean, you know, when you heard about the story, because I'm trying to kind of get around the story without giving too much away, because there's going to be people listening and watching this who haven't seen it. But when you heard about the story, were you like, do I want to do something like this? You know, when so early in your career, were you like, right, I'm going to throw myself into this?
Not at all. I mean, I was sold just knowing that Shakun was making this film because I've been wanting to work with him forever. I've been a fan of Ek Main Aur Ek Tu and Kapoor and Sons, and I really wanted to work with him. So I would honestly do anything that he was making. But after hearing this film, I think it was a very intense film. It was never the question of if I'm doing it or not. I think it was a yes from me from the start, but it was just that moment of doubt of will I be able to pull this off? Because I think when I signed on to the film, I was only 20 or 21. You know, I'm 23 now, but I was much younger then. And I feel I've grown through the experience of this film. Like, if you see some of my scenes that we shot a year and a half back, like I've literally grown up in the film. So it's kind of crazy that way, yeah.
So it must have been really weird to kind of be on set with Deepika.
I don't think I'd say weird. It was like, whoa.
In terms of like, is this really happening?
Yeah, I mean,
it
was a pinch me moment for sure.
How was your relationship with her?
It was really warm from the start, and I think that's all credit to Deepika and Shakun because they both really kind of emphasized on the fact that we all should go away to Goa and start doing workshops for a week before we even start filming. So we were kind of pushed into these classes, like we'd have a proper schedule, like 7 in the morning we'd start doing yoga, and then we'd have acting classes and intimacy workshops like till 6 in the evening. So it kind of forced us all to be together, but then we all kind of naturally fell in love with each other, and we have a really warm relationship. She's as lovely on the inside as she is on the outside, so it's been great.
So, and you know, I mean, you're no stranger to being under the limelight and to, you know, given your family, you know, the celebrity world. Are you kind of like geared up? Do you think you've got a strong armor? You've had a really good understanding of what to expect?
Honestly, I thought I did before I started out. You know, I thought that just merely by observing my dad, I would know everything, but I realized I knew nothing when I started out. And I feel like it's the kind of industry where you have to learn on your own. You have to make your own mistakes. You have to have your own experiences. And there's only so much that someone can help you, you know. At the end of the day, you're the one who's going in front of the camera. You're the one that the audience is going to judge and hopefully like. So you can try observing a lot, but I don't think anything prepares you for what it's actually like.
So what's the great part of, you know, being in the limelight?
I think the influence that you can have, and if you do it well and you use it well, it's probably the best power to possess in a good way.
So that's one piece of advice. And I have to ask you another final question. Obviously, there's a bit of a love triangle going on in
Isn't
the
there
movie.
always in every film that I do?
Well, I was going to say, I mean, have you ever experienced it in real life?
And why would I tell you that?
Oh, I thought I might be able to push the envelope slightly.
No, I try to behave like my life is way more interesting than it actually is. But I'm having all the fun in the films and none in real life.
Well, you know what? I have to say, it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
It
much.
was so
And
nice.
I'm telling you, this is your first one. There will be many, many more.
Yes, for sure.
All right. You take care and best of luck
You
with the movie.
too. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ruckus Avenue Radio.